Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about imagination for God. Researchers have found that the brain is built upon the idea that it is composed of distinct components that have different functions. For example, a house has different rooms in it. You have the bedroom, the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom, etc. The brain is built like that in a way. It has different rooms in it. One of these rooms is the imagination. I heard this pastor preaching that using your imagination and meditation are new age practices. This is why many churches don't talk about it, and witches and wizards have taken what God has given to believers and are using it. God created the imagination and gave it to us as a tool to use in accordance with His word to create miracles and to advance in life. Ephesians 3:20. Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. So God answers our imagination. You know what? I like to get married. It is just a thought. At this point, I can decide to forget about it, or I can decide to continue thinking about it and take it into my imagination and really begin thinking about getting married, even though I don't have someone to get married to yet. You see a guy, you think he is good looking, oh, that guy is nice, and you move on. That is not adultery. But when you begin to imagine yourself having sex with that person, you get into that realm. Spirits can turn your imagination into a fantasy. A fantasy is your imagination out of control, like it's lifelike. A thought that just comes into your mind and you forget about it and move on to something else that's not developed to anything. But the thoughts that you concentrate on advance into your imagination, enters into your heart and influence your soul. That's when it becomes a negative or positive concept in the spirit realm, because everyone in the spirit world, the Holy Spirit, angels, demons, all see your heart. The enemy also attacks our imagination for God, because he knows when he allows those imaginations to flourish, they will produce results, miracles, healings, deliverances, etc. If he can get you to give up on your imagination for God, you will not reach your goal. So you started something for God and you are not seeing your imagined results at present. If the enemy can get you to give up on your imagination, it will never happen. Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end and the result from the beginning and from ancient times, the things which have not yet been established, and I will do all that pleases me and fulfills my purpose. Declaring the result of your ministry before it happens, declaring your kingdom marriage even before you meet someone. The woman with the issue of blood declared her victory before she stepped out. Mark 5:25-29. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing bettered, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. She saw herself being healed in her imagination before she touched his garment. She said to herself, he doesn't need to lay hands on me. He doesn't need to speak. If I can just lay hold of the hem of his garment, I will be whole. Because she saw herself in her imagination healed, as soon as she touched his garment, she was made whole. If you can see it, then it will happen. What are you imagining? If you are imagining yourself being no good, then that is what you are going to be. If you're imagining terror, then you are going to become fearful. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. It's time to stop imagining negative things and start using your imagination for God. Psalm 21:2. You have granted him his heart's desire and have not withheld the request of his lips. In the first part of Psalm 20, the people prayed for David for God to answer his heart's desire. And in this psalm, David comes back to say that God did just that. He granted his heart's desire. Apply your imagination for God in prayer. You imagine yourself, you picture yourself working at that job you desire while praying for it. You imagine yourself back in that dream where that demon came to attack you. You picture yourself boxing up that devil, crushing and demolishing every plot. God bless you. Bye.